Very good morning, everyone. Sugarcane is a remarkable crop, contributing to the 60% of the global sugar requirement. Predominantly, sugarcane is grown where the rainfall is limited or the rainfall is not normally distributed. If the irrigation is given in addition to the rainfall, it might increase the productivity of sugarcane. By the way, does the irrigation really have the potential to increase the productivity of sugarcane? Well, the purpose of my study is to observe the effect of supplementary irrigation on cane yield and the quality parameters of sugarcane. I really wanted to observe the response of cane yield and the quality parameters to different irrigation and irrigation-related agronomic practices. Not only that, but also I wanted to observe the influence of climatic variables on cane yield and the quality parameters. First, I began to review the published literature from different sugarcane growing countries. I collected the data of cane yield, sugarcane quality parameters, such as Brix percentage, polarity percentage, purity percentage, pure obtainable cane sugar percentage, and sugar yield. In addition, I collected the data of annual mean temperature, annual total rainfall, and latitude. All these variables are from different irrigation treatments across different growing environments, different crop sequences, different seasons, and varieties. Finally, I could compile a data set having 416 observations and 21 variables. What are the analysis methods I used in my study? Number one, the linear mixed model analysis. From this, I could observe the effect of irrigation and irrigation-related agronomic practices on cane yield and the quality parameters. Number two, multiple linear regression analysis, where I could observe the influence of climatic variables on cane yield and the quality parameters. Linear correlation analysis, number three, from which I could observe the interrelationship between cane yield and the quality parameters. Does the cane yield have any relationship with the quality parameters? Cane yield is significantly and positively having relationship with all the sugarcane quality parameters, but except POCS. In contrast, the POCS is having significant positive relationship only with Brix, purity, and sugar yield. The interrelationship between the parameters were explained by the Pearson correlation coefficient values, and these values are given by the R letter. At this point, I wanted to know the frequency distribution of the data set. To find this, I did the normality test. And I conclude that the frequency distribution of my data set is significantly different from a normal distribution. Due to this phenomenon, I decided to proceed the analysis by using the linear mixed models. The fixed variable in this model are irrigation amounts, irrigation methods, crop sequences, and cropping seasons. All these fixed effect variables are having a highly significant effect on cane yield. The random effect variables of this model are latitude and variety, where the variety is statistically nested within the experiment. Among the two variables, the latitude is having a greater influence on cane yield. In the linear mixed model analysis, we formulate certain mixed models to find the significant effect of certain variables. By the way, this mixed model explains the interaction between irrigation and crop sequence. From here, I could conclude supplementary irrigation itself has a highly significant effect on cane yield. Also, the interaction between irrigation and crop sequence has significant effect as well. Here we can clearly observe the variation in cane yield due to the supplementary irrigation. Here we can clearly observe the variation in cane yield due to different combination of irrigation and crop sequence interactions. The crop sequence are explained in terms of plant crop, first ratoon crop, and second ratoon crop. Here we can clearly see the variation in cane yield under different irrigation methods. This is the mixed model which explains the interaction between irrigation and climatic regions. From here I could conclude the climatic region itself and the interaction between irrigation and climatic region did not have any significant effect on cane yield. These are the residuals of the linear mixed model analysis. The residuals are evenly distributed around the zero line, and also the spread of the residuals is quite uniform. So this gives a better validity for the linear mixed model analysis in the study. Does the cane yield have any relationship with the climatic variables? I found the answer by using multiple linear regression analysis. Here the dependent variable is cane yield, and the independent variables are the climatic variables such as annual mean temperature, annual total rainfall, and latitude. All the three climatic variables are significantly and negatively influencing the cane yield. Among the three variables, the latitude is having a greater influence on cane yield. Then what about the POCS? Here, all the three climatic variables have significant positive influence on POCS. Out of the three variables, the annual mean temperature is having a greater influence on cane yield. Finally, in a nutshell, what are the useful findings from this study? By giving supplementary irrigation, sugarcane is getting sufficient water input in addition to the rainfall. And this is substantially increasing the productivity of sugarcane. Along with the irrigation amount also matters to further increase the productivity of sugarcane. Growers has to be given awareness to practice effective irrigation methods such as sprinkler or drip irrigation. Under these irrigation methods, the crop water use efficiency is higher, and this will subsequently increase the productivity of sugarcane. The ratoon crop yield is lower when compared to the plant crop yield under irrigated conditions. So, the growers can be advised to provide additional water and fertilizer inputs, especially to the ratoon crops, to increase the productivity of ratoon crops. Latitude is a climatic variable which is having a greater and negative influence on cane yield. Similarly, the cane yield show a tendency to decrease when moving away from the equator. This observation might help the international researchers community because in very large countries producing sugarcane, there might be variation in cane yield due to the variation in latitude. And this can be further explored by conducting experimental researches. And thank you very much for your attention and for your patience. Thank you.